The healthy man does not torture others. Generally it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Great talents are the most lovely, and often the most dangerous, fruits on the tree of humanity. They hang upon the most slender twigs that are easily snapped off. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. For better to come, good must stand aside. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. It all depends on how we look at things, and not on how things are in themselves. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Nothing has a stronger influence, psychologically, on their environment, and especially on their children, than the unlived life of the parent. To me, dreams are part of nature, which harbors no intention to deceive, but expresses something as best it can. The capacity for directed thinking I call intellect. The capacity for passive or undirected thinking I call intellectual intuition. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Midlife is the time to let go of an over-dominant ego and to contemplate the deeper significance of human existence. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. I don't aspire to be a good man. I aspire to be a whole man. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Shrinking away from death is something unhealthy and abnormal, which robs the second half of life of its purpose.